Alright, I'm just gonna start off by saying congratulations. You've made it to the final question of this part, at least. There will be a second part as well, but for some reason I chose to do the harder section first, and so either this is your final question if you do the easier questions first, but if you do it the way I've recorded it for some reason, then you've still got halfway to go. But hopefully, this is the final question. And the question is, a graphic designer charges a base sign-up fee of $100 plus $45 per hour of work. And there are 3 questions here. Write an equation which describes the relationship between T, the total charge of service, and H, the number of hours spent on the project. Question 2. If the project took the graphic designer 14 hours, how much do they charge their clients? 3. If the total charge for a project was $460, how many hours did the graphic designer spend on the project? Going back to question 1, you'll realize this is very similar to the last question. And so I'll give you 30 seconds to just try and think of what the answer would be. Alright, so if you said to set it up like this, then you'd be correct. Now, this bit here doesn't really matter. I just pick the I because I'm saying that that is the, if I can draw an arrow, initial cost, where the X is the number of hours, the H is the hourly rate, and the T is the total cost. That is question number 1. Yep. Question number 2. Question number 2 is, if the project took the graphic designer 14 hours, how much do they charge their clients? For this, we're going to use this equation up here, which we've, didn't mean to do that, which we've just written out. So I want you to just copy down that question again. T is equal to Hx plus I. Now your total cost is equal to, what was your hourly rate again? If you said $45 per hour, that is correct. So T is equal to 45 times the number of hours 14 plus the total amount that they charge per service, $100. What you're first going to do is just multiply these two together. And now I don't expect you to do this in your head, so this is the time where you just grab your calculator and do 45 times 14, and you should get T is equal to 630 plus 100, giving you a total cost of $730. Now it's time for your final bit. If the total charge for a project was $460, how many hours did the graphic designer spend on the project? Now, your T is equal to 460. Your first step here should be to remember that you charge $100 to just start it up. And so you can minus 100 from that, which will give you 360. And then your next step, since you're trying to figure out how many hours you do it for, will be to divide it by your hourly rate, $45. Which will give you, again, just pull out your calculator, put in 360 divided by 45. It will give you 8 hours of work. Now, I quickly realized that I made a mistake on question 1 here. This, while it is correct, is not how you would leave your equation. You would still have the T, because that doesn't change, but you would put in the numbers that you're missing. So your hourly rate, you would put in 45 X plus your initial startup cost of 100. And this would be the answer for your question. And that is it. I want you to know that I love you, and that any questions you have, just message me and I will gladly be able to help you.